fell down, felt like a clown in a circus. The fall is designed for you to show the world.
We have a third, not a Paul, but a Mick, or Michael Egan, in the studio with us. Michael used to have a show here on Squires as well, and it used to be called Michael Egan's Aussie Unsigned Finds. I got that right, because I used to announce it after my show every week. And
that's right, mate.
that's dead right. I just see you guys got your mic on. So welcome to the show, Nick.
G'day, Pauls. How you going?
Very well. Thank you for coming into our show, Ron.
Anytime, brother.
Really
Good to
appreciate
see you. Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, no, it's great to have you here and have a bit of a chat, because we used to chat a lot outside there, didn't we? Like when I used to run my show, I used to put the music on, we had a chat, and
I'm always early. That's the trouble. I always come an hour early, you guys get here 10 minutes late.
Is that the same at work as well?
Always at work, brother.
Okay, that's very
Everyone
good.
starts at 7, I'm there at 6.
yeah. So Nick, we've got a lot to talk about tonight, especially your band, Band of Mercane.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of a history as well. It's been going for a while, and recently there's some big news about one of your videos. So we'll have a bit of a chat about that later as well.
Yeah.
So Nick, you're going to start the show talking about how the band came about.
The band came about because basically I'm a mad inventor. I created a lot of different products, and I got burned pretty badly by white collar criminals. And I had some people that weren't the most honest people you come across. They ripped off the ATA for $400 million. I had a hip product that I developed with a surgeon that now is used worldwide. I should be getting a royalty of $40 every time it's done anywhere in the world. I should be on about 400,000 a day, and so I sort of got disgruntled with that, and I gave the invention away, and I thought I really want to write a song about things in life that mean a lot to me. So I got that passion. I got the passion I had for inventing, and I put it into music. And the first song I wrote was about some good friends of mine that have taken their own lives, which is sort of shunned upon these days. No one really brings it to the forefront. And suicide's one of the biggest killers, and it's the one that's shame. People feel shame because someone they love has taken their life, so it's not really talked about that much. And the first song I wrote was No Life for the Living.
Okay, let's get right into it.
Have a listen to that one, it's a cracker.
You fell down, felt like a clown in a circus.
We've got it right this week.
Yes, yeah, which is good.
There's no M's.
Actually, Mick, I was listening to your album again today on the way down in my car, and actually I remember I was listening to that song as well. Actually, I've just got a few questions for you before we start. The Band of Mercane, where does that come from? Where does that actually originate from?
Well, the Band of Mercane comes from when I was a mad inventor, as I spoke about earlier. I invented these surgical instruments, and we had to commercialise it. So I was told I needed to get a company. So a guy in Melbourne set up the Mercanes for me, or it was Mercane, and I looked at it and he said, if you don't like the name, you can change it later on. But I looked at it, and it was Mercane, and I thought, wow, how freaky is that? My first initial's M, ERC's my middle initial, ANE's my last initial.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I thought, that is freaky. And then I googled what a Mercane was, and a Mercane's a mythical universal creature that deals in goblins and baubles, and so I thought, that's got to be it.
Is that hence the reason why you wear your makeup on the stage?
No, the reason I wear the makeup on stage is it's in like a tribute to the guy, what was he, the Joker that died, the Aussie actor, Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
So he was the best Joker ever, and I sort of do the Joker, right? I do the Joker face. And I've tried all different things. I've done the half face, I've done, but the Joker seems to resonate with me.
Okay.
And so it's sort of a tribute to him. And the beauty about it all is when I started, I got the makeup perfect and beautiful. And by the time I finished the show, it's all run off. It's run down my face like tears. It's like black tears, and so it's a mad look. And it's all about entertainment. When you put on a show, you've got to give it everything you got. So by the time the show's over, I'm covered in sweat, all the makeup's run down my face, and you know, that knows I'm putting 100%.
Well, Paul and I have been there, as you know.
That's
Actually,
right.
Our very first video that we ever did, well, a music video ever did was actually your band. And where was that at again? Where was
That was at Reedy Hill. That was for the Relay for Life Cancer Walk,
Yeah.
and we headlined out there, which was great for them to have us out there. And you know, I've been this John Humphreys. He's a guy in Adelaide at the moment. He's just put on a cancer raising thing for kids with cancer, and he's just raised $20,000. He had he had Angry Anderson there. And next year we're going to be on the bill, hopefully. He's sort of said he hasn't forgotten us. We were too late to get in this year, but we're going to donate our time. We're going to get down there and we're going to be on the bill and try and raise some more money to help kids with cancer.
That's great. So just back to your songwriting. Do you play a musical instrument at all?
No.
So this is because for those who don't know, I'm actually a muso myself, and actually when I write, I do all the music as well. Sometimes I actually do the music up front with the words afterwards,
Yep.
or otherwise sometimes I actually put the words in the music. So as I was listening to your album today on the way down in the car again, because I've listened to your album quite a few times, especially when I was doing a video when we did that video shoot out there. I'm just curious to know how you transpose what you've actually written to musicians to actually interpret the music. So how does that all sort of work?
Well, what happens is I can't read a note of music. I can't, you know, when I was a kid, I wanted to learn how to play the guitar and the violin and all that, but I'm left-handed. And back in my day, when you were left-handed, everything was opposite. So they'd show you how to do something, but because I was left-handed, I never got taught. And there was no left-handed violins or no left-handed guitars or any of that stuff.
It's almost like not a disease, but it was like, oh, something wrong with you, you've got to try your right hand.
Yeah.
Place,
Well, back in them days, you know, they used to make you they'd whack you with the left on the fingers with a ruler if you couldn't write with your right hand. And no matter how neat I could write with my left hand, because we write different, like a hook, and you'd smear the writing if we were writing in ink. So yeah, anyway, but you know the best thing about it all was because I'm left-handed, I can use both hands because I had to learn to use the right. So I'm with both. But getting back to the music thing, I've never been able to read, write or do anything with music. I've got a good ear, and what I do is I basically write the lyrics. And when I wrote that first lyric, I wanted to tell a story, and that's what I do, I tell stories. And then I got the guys to put the music to it, and then I try and chop and change it and make it fit. And I'm getting a little bit better at it now. So I can basically write a song with no music to it, and I've just done a beautiful one for my father who passed away. And that's, if nothing else, the ability to write songs in the last 5 years since I've been with the Band of Mercane has allowed me to do a beautiful song for my dad, and that means more to me than any of the other stuff I've done. And you know, I sat down and I got to cry. I got to have a good cry because there was no one else around. And when I was writing this song, I was in tears, and I got to do all my grieving, and I got to do it in private, which was beautiful. And a great mate of mine, Joe, who's in the band, he came over.
Joe's the drummer.
He's the drummer.
Yeah.
He's the mate. Without him, I'd have nothing. And I said to him, look, I'm doing this thing for my dad, and I've got to have it ready by next week because I'm going up to Queensland because his funeral was on. And Joe came over, and on the Monday night we put the music to it. I'd love to play that for you later. It's on there. It's Dad, a Proud Irishman, and I love the song. And I played it at his funeral, and my niece, right, who, you know, she said that's the most beautiful song I ever heard in my life, which is incredible, you know.
Well, you might play it out if you like.
if
What
you like.
track number is it?
It's the track on there after Toxic Animal. So click over to 2. Just turn the dial. You just turn that dial to 2. Is it got there?
Yeah, it's on track 2.
Proud Irishman. Play that on.
Well, thank you, Mick. This is a treat for us as well. So,
Yeah.
we haven't heard this.
Yes, go back, felt like a cloud.
Proud Irishman by Band of Mercanes, and we had Mick sing in the studio as well.
Yeah,
It's very emotional, Mick.
Yeah, it's a great song, isn't it? And it means a lot to me. And you know, the best part about it was the family. They really loved it, which meant a lot to me as well, because I kept it quiet. And you know, when you're writing a song for yourself and you say to people, "Oh, I'm writing a song," and they sort of think, "Oh, no, you're kidding me," you know, like. But I wanted something personal for my dad, and you know, so I went through and got all the photos, and I put that on Facebook as well, you know, up there. So
With the song as well, is it?
yeah, with the
Oh,
song,
okay.
I put it on YouTube, so the whole family, and we've got friends, we've got relatives in England and Ireland that can have a look at us as well, you know.
So we will get you at the end to tell all about all your sites, social media and that, but you might want to just tell us where they can find that song.
We'll just go to, if you Google Toxic Animals, the Band of Mercane,
Okay.
that'll come straight up because it's got 75,000 plus hits.
Yeah.
And it'll take you to my website, Michael Egan, that's me, and you can just go through my songs. I've got some other great songs there about Pistis Pistorius, about Oscar and Reba Steenkamp, and you know, there's some great videos that I just put together myself. And I just do it with photos, you know, I just go and download all the photos, whack them together, stick the music on, and tell the story, so you can actually watch the video and listen to the story as
Well,
well.
it certainly work with the toxic animals, isn't it?
Well, we actually went out. When we done the Toxic Animals, Joe used to drive past when the forest fires out at Kingswood.
Yeah, I was wondering where it was.
Yeah, so all the fires, and he'd say, "Oh, we've got to get out there, there's this beautiful, this bush, it's the Band of Mercanes, it's the Band of Mercanes, we've got to get out there, we've got to get this footage." And he'd come back and say, "Oh, it's starting to get a bit green out there, we better hurry up and do it." So then I said, "Look, why don't we do it on a really early morning, you know, so it's not cold?" And he's gone, "Oh no, it should be all right, we only need an hour of footage and we'll be all right." And sure enough, we're out there, 40 degrees in the stinking hot day, and the paint's running off my face and into my eyes. I could hardly see, but it was a great effect, because if you look at the video, you'll see all of the stuff running down my face, you know. So it, yeah, it worked really well.
Even special effects couldn't do it that well.
No, you wouldn't have got it. If you'd have tried to do that, you wouldn't have been able to get it. So, no, coming out really well. And very happy with it. And then they just took it away and edited all the footage, and yeah.
Fantastic. So, you want to go and play that now?
Yeah, put that, that's the one just before that. So if you click back,
Yeah, that's number 2, right? Track 2.
track 1 or...
It says Toxic Animals.
That's the one, Toxic
the one.
Animals.
Toxic Animals by
Yes, you fell down,
Toxic
fell like a
Animals by
clown.
the Band of Mercane, and we have Michael Egan in the studio tonight, and I hope we have a lot of rockers listening in.
Yeah, get out of it. Life's too short not to, so rock on, folks.
Rock on,
I
everybody.
love it. Every time Mick writes to us, I like to write to Mick. And he's very. I like his positivity and on his Facebook page. So hopefully you'll follow him. But I love it. He always says to you, "Rock on," and you're a very positive person, Mick. I must admit, you're a bit of an inspiration to myself, believe it or not. You've got that power, that grit, and that keep on going ahead, regardless of what happens. You just keep on. Stuff it, I'm going to keep going forward, and that's it. I don't care what other people think. This is my understanding, and I really admire that you got that grit and determination.
Yeah, well, ever since I was a young kid, okay, life's tough. No one's got it easy. Everyone's got a sad story to tell you. Everyone always give you a reason why they fail. You know, I came here in '67 as a young boy, sent to school with a crew cut, and you know, broad Irish accent. So I turn up at school, top of the morning to you, and got a kicking for it. There you go. Get some of that in you. And the next day, same thing. And then the next day. And then I'd go to get the bus, and the Protestant kids would give me a beating as well. So I was constantly getting a bit of a serve. Now, I could have gone and run off and cried in the corner, but, you know, that toughened me up. I learned how to box, I learned how to defend myself, and, you know, and it made me a better man, because, you know, I can walk down the street and I have no fear. So all them little beatings I got, they never killed me. You know, they gave me a bit of a, you know, clip around the ear. And when I learned to box, I give them one back. so you know, a bit of karma there.
Did it stop after you started boxing him back?
Well, it stopped very early, because what happened was I used to have him, like Rob was my mate, his older brother used to beat me up constantly, right, because he was the older brother. And then one day I'd been boxing for a little while, And I was a very quiet kid, and his father brought him down to teach him to box because Rob was saying, "Oh, Nick's going well." So the older brother came down, and his father threw the gloves on him, and he said to him, "Well, take it easy on Michael. He's a lot younger than you." And he got in the ring, and I pounded him. I just punched him from one end of the ring to the other. And after that, he was my best mate, and he never gave me any more grief. But the word spread that I could handle myself. So I didn't get too much grief after that, which was a good thing.
You turn a negative into a positive, yeah.
That's it. That's
it's
it.
great.
Well, that's what you've got to do because, I done a lot of crime as a kid. When I was only a really young kid, we were in England and we were Irish and we went to England and this kid smashed my teeth out at the age of 6 because I was Irish. So, we hear a lot of prejudice about, we can't say this about, different nationalities and we're prejudiced if we say this. We used to cop a lot better white people. The thing is, if I go out tomorrow and say I'm proud to be a white man, I'm a prejudiced bastard. But if we go out and say I'm proud to be a black man, good on you, mate. You know what I mean? So look, for me, I love everyone. I don't treat anyone any different than they treat me. If someone treats me nice, I've got to treat them good. But I think political correctness has gone mad. Like back in my day, we used to form a ring, and if you had a blue, you got in the ring, you sorted it out, and after that, you shook hands and it was over and done with.
It's a bit like ducks. Ducks do the same thing.
Yeah.
They'll have a swallow, and off they go in the water, and it calms everything. They've got it off their chest, and it's sorted out.
Yeah. And that, look, at the end of the day, stay positive. I've learned from a very young age that, look, you can dwell on negativity and go down that path, and you can find all the reasons in the world to fail. You can find all the reasons why life's not fair, or you can learn from it. And that's what I've done. Anything that I've found in my life that's been negative or bad, I say, what can I learn from that? And then I push on. And if things don't go too well, you just move on. Because no matter what happens, if you keep putting one foot in front of the other, you'll get to where you want to go. I've had plenty of people come into the band, leave the band. So what I've done, I put a CD together with all of the great people that I've had in the band. I've got some beautiful singers, I've got some great guitar players, and over the years, in the five or so years, 6 years we've had it, I'll have to play you this podcast. It's got Belle, who features as a female vocalist.
Is she on this first album that we did with?
No, she's on the later stuff.
Okay.
There's a lot of later stuff that we've redone, and I had a guy called Mark Probin come in, and he was insane, and on a song I've done with Ice Age, and this guy comes on and just, he goes to another level. So he's a feature on the latest album.
Okay.
Yeah, so everything's a positive, and if someone leaves, well then I'll look for someone else.
Yeah, I was curious to know, how do you find these people who come and play with you, Nick? So,
because people are passionate about what they do. I go to the jam nights, or I put on Facebook looking for a guitarist, looking for a bass player,
okay.
and they just, contact me, come and have an audition. Yep, you're in, mate. There's no one else in, you come and see how you go. And if it all works out, it's great. But I've tried it. What I do now is I say, look, I want someone who's going to stick around, be positive, and they'll usually say that, and then towards the end they sort of, it's hard. It's a hard industry, original music, because basically, you're not getting paid, it's costing you money. Look, I give up a day's work. I might give up the $360 day's pay to drag my backside all the way out to a gig, and haul all this gear in, do a 45 to an hour set, don't get paid anything, drag all the gear back and play to no one. Play to no one. Maybe 3 or 4 people.
You've got to love it. It's got to be your passion to do that, right?
And look, I look at all of the great bands, and I look at some of the really early footage, and they went through the same thing.
Yeah, I remember a story. I think it's Keith Urban. I remember him playing at a venue with only 3 people in the whole place. So I think we think of all these big artists of, they've walked off, they played the guitar on stage, and it's been huge since day one. But
well, I actually seen Swanee, right? Everyone knows Swanee. Swanee, Barnesy's brother. I was at the RSL watching him one night, and there was 3 people in the audience, and he came on and he sang his first song, and he looked at us, and he started his second song, and halfway through it he said, up yours, I'm out of here, and just walked off and went home. Because he wasn't going to play to 3 people, because he'd already made his height, and he couldn't be lowered. See, with me, I'm at the lowest, everything's up. Everything's up, and it's a late age in life to be doing that.
Yeah.
But for me, it's all new, and I love it, you know.
That's great. It's fantastic. It's an inspiration, man. So have you got another song that you want us to play on your album here, on the Band of Mercane's Man's Inhumanities?
Yeah, all right. Well, let's have a look at. I'll just see which is the next one I'd like.
What's the one that we did for you? What's the one that we videoed?
Inhumanities.
You got that one there on there?
Inhumanities. Have you
What
got
track
that?
number is that one there?
I'll have a look.
So you can give us a plug, Mick, because we did that video for you.
Yeah,
We'd
the
like
two
to-
Pauls. What do you Paratee?
Well, it's Paratee. I'm Paratee.
Paratee.
Paratee Creation. Well, Paratee as a musician, I am Paratee, but Paratee Creations is my video
Paratee
business.
Creations. So,
I got it here.
yeah.
Yes, you fell down, fell like a cloud.
We have Michael Egan in the studio live here at Blacktown at Swad 999.
Triple nine.
No M's in there.
We won't say any of that stuff. We'll keep it to 999.
999. That's right. What's that?
This
999.
WFM.
No. You can't say that anymore. No.
That was.
That's like blasphemy.
Yes. We did hit it. As you said.
Wow.
We'll have to beep it out later.
I'll have to do the beat.
Yes, we'll get another email again and have to sit there and explain to the board why did we say it. Well, not why me. So.
That's right, just blame me.
It's all mixed
The visitor.
We're talking about
The
blaming
visitor
before.
And that's one of them things we learn from. See? One of them little mistakes we make in life. We're all human.
I really enjoyed that last song. I mean, I did listen to it about 100 times as I was putting the video together, so I really got to like it. But I really enjoyed doing that. Coming doing that video with you out at Blacktown, Rudy Hill there, and just the energy from your band. As you're saying, you were mentioning off air how you like to get out into the audience and get them going, and I just felt that energy when you were there, when you were up on stage. So.
And you know, it was awesome to see you with your slide cameras and going around and getting all of the, you know, that was a great experience for us too. And, you know, it's Paratee Creations, Paul's video business, and Paratee, Paul is an artist of his own. You've got to check out some of his stuff. I've posted some of his stuff on my webpage or Facebook page, so you can always do that, and he's always welcome to share your stuff online.
Thank you.
You just
Thank you.
share it straight onto there, and everyone always likes a bit of Aussie music.
Yeah.
You know, we're all after a bit of new original stuff. But yeah, that was an awesome night, and that was for the Relay for Life. And again, it was putting out, we all put in for the Cancer Council and helping people. And you know, if nothing else, it gives you a great feeling. You know, when you can do something for someone else. You know, that's more than money. Everyone can get money, you know, you can go to the gig and you can get $100 or $200 or $500 or $1,000. Everyone wants money. But if you can do something and do good for people and it raises money and it helps someone, on the track, well, that's what life's all about, you know?
Yeah, if you watch our video from last week, Paul talked about a gentleman who's going to come on the show very soon about throwing up a pie in someone's face.
Hey, Swindler.
Yeah.
He's a laughter therapist, so yeah, he could be on next week or the week after.
So he was talking about that same thing about, I didn't quite grasp, again, if you watch the video, it's up on my Paratee Creations Facebook from last week. We actually interviewed Lauren Yates from Rate It Up. But Paul tried to give some analogy of how throwing apple pie in someone's face.
That's what Hans told me.
Makes you feel good.
Yeah.
I don't quite get that, but like you're saying, yes.
Well, actually, I'm involved with a group called Muipart, which is a branch of AA.
What aren't you involved with, Mick?
Well,
Where do you sleep?
Well, this is a great thing, and what it does, see, we help people who have drug and alcohol problems, and we help children that have to deal with parents that have drug and alcohol problems, and we help people that live with alcoholics that have to deal with alcohol problems. And we've got a couple of events coming up. We've got a trivia night where we raise money, and I've put together some great videos for that, some really funny stuff. We've got some great giveaway prizes that we're going to give to the audiences, and then we've got AA's Got Talent where we all come along and get up on stage and we go for the big prize, and then at the end of the year we put on a conference. And when we put on this conference, it's at North Sydney. Everyone comes along, we help the people from rehabs, they all come along for free, we feed them, We give them some good places to find, good meetings. We've got the illustrated steps. I don't know if you know anything about that. But what they do, they come up and they take people through the steps and they put it all up on a big whiteboard and they put it on a video and they explain it all. So again, it's, you know, a lot of my time I'm either working or I'm helping others with AA, or I'm in the band, or I'm with my darling who's listening. Elizabeth, hello baby, how are you? Thanks for listening to the show. You're my biggest fan. And
Elizabeth.
That's great.
Elizabeth, say hi to Elizabeth. She's in there listening.
Thanks for
along.
letting him out tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Elizabeth.
It's not like that, is it? Nah, she's a great girl, and we have a great relationship.
Well, she's a great girl. I've seen some photos of you, and she comes on the bike with you. Is that correct?
That's her.
My
That's
wife
her.
will not come on my bike, so you have got a very lucky, you're a lucky
right.
man.
But she only goes for an hour, mate. We can only go for an hour, and then that's time to stop because we're getting old and our backs are hurt.
So if you're listening, can you probably just extend the day a bit for people up here?
No, it's all good because that's what we enjoy.
Yeah, it's great.
Stop for a latte, right?
Yeah, well, we go out, like on the weekend we went out to Windsor,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Quarry Arms, nice
Yeah.
place, you
Yeah.
know, a bit of music,
Yeah, I'm
nice
usually up
food.
there on the weekend as well.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
works out there.
and that's what it's all about, you know, enjoying a bit of life. Sometimes we go up to DY, we've been up for a while, go for a nice ride up there, go to the beach and have a nice feed. Keep life kicking on.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you.
You got another song you want us to play?
Well, I think yours
we
is big.
can
We'd
podcast.
have to get
We'll
balls
get
on.
balls.
You know, we don't want
The
to.
time got away to me.
We'll go out with
Actually,
the
just-
song, but we can keep you doing it.
Well, you wanted to talk about some of the gigs that you've done some
Yeah,
gigs.
yeah.
What gigs have you done this year and what gigs
Oh
are
yeah,
coming
well
up?
we've done a harbour cruise. So what we do there is we hire a boat and we put on 2 or 3 bands and we get all the punters out and we put on a great feed and we go around Sydney Harbour,
Fantastic.
you know, and you know, what a great night. What a great place to play on Sydney
Oh,
Harbour.
absolutely.
You know,
So
so
how can people find out about, like, if you're going to do another? Just follow
again,
your
you
Facebook
need to
page?
go. You need to just join fans of the Band of Mercane,
Okay, alright.
or just go to Michael Egan
Yeah.
and join up. Send me a friend invite.
Yeah.
I'm very friendly. I'll virtually accept anyone.
Okay.
And so as long as you know you're legitimate, I'll
Yeah.
check you out if you've got
Yeah.
some photos and whether or not you're a legitimate person.
Yeah.
Because you do get spam. You get someone come in and they spam your whole
Oh yeah.
friends list. But yeah, come on, go to the fans of the Band of Mercanes, join up, and yeah, then you'll see everything what's on.
And that's just your Facebook.
Yeah, just on
That's the
Facebook.
only-
That's the only thing I do is
Okay, right.
Facebook because it's too hard to do everything
Yep.
else. So there's a Band of Mercanes site on Facebook as well, but fans of the Band of Mercanes is the one to go to, and I post it all on there. So when the harbour cruises are coming up, you just come along, and I pre-sell the tickets.
Yep.
And we have usually 2 or 3. We had Cassidy Ray, we all know
Yeah,
Cassidy
yeah.
Ray, gorgeous girl, she
Yeah.
was on. And we had a Bon Jovi show, and we had Coverpalooza, and of course the Band of Mercane.
Of course.
Were you the final act?
We were the final act, we
Beautiful.
rocked it on, mate. You know, and,
You
all
rocked the
face
harbour,
paint. Yeah, well that's what we're there, rocking on the
Yeah.
harbour,
Yeah.
mate. But you know, as I say, it was a perfect night, lovely, clear, beautiful night, and some of the photos of just the Opera House at night and the harbour beach. So you know, it's everyone's bucket list to go for a harbour cruise. You're not going to get a bit of harbour cruise, and you know, if you've got some good live rock going as well, good Aussie music, can't beat it.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to be finishing up soon.
So
I can hear Paul singing in the background, but
We can't. We got no headphones. We came up here. We were not from the Boy Scouts.
and I should have known. I should have known.
Same
Being an
here.
old DJ, I should have known to bring my headphones.
yeah.
But anyway, I wanted to stay looking flash for the video.
You
I
look
didn't want
great.
the headphones on.
You look great.
Looking, you know.
You look like a rocker.
But just remember, with the video, I can do a lot of editing when I get
I
home.
know,
So-
mate. Cut Paul's purple earmuffs out.
Don't worry, he won't even think it's a shot.
You don't like my purple earmuffs.
Oh,
It'll just be you and I, that's
I
all.
was going to get fluffy ones.
Fluffy ones, I think that's what we should have all had, a big pair of fluffy earmuffs each. And no, it's all been fun, and I really appreciate you guys bringing me down here and giving me the because I'll tell you something, you know, there's nothing worse. You've got good Aussie bands that just don't get an opportunity.
Yeah.
And that show I used to run, I had probably 400 bands with some amazing stuff that are just never going to get heard.
Yeah.
Well, that's my passion, because the reason why I'm doing the show. So actually, Paratee, just to interrupt, Paratee for me has got a double meaning. Paratee in Spanish means for you, and paratee in English means equality.
Yeah.
And I'm a muso myself, and I'm actually wanting to help artists who aren't getting heard out there to promote themselves. I'm hoping anyone out there who'd love to come on the show, love to send in some music to us, and even happy to do some video work for them as well. Again, I'm not trying to make a big living out of it, like you said, apart from the apple pie in someone's face.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing it because I just enjoy helping out and wanting to help artists do that.
So where exactly do they go, Paul?
They can go onto my Facebook page, which is Privilige Creations.
So there's P-A-R-A-T-E-E.
And it's a gap between the two words, so para
Okay.
and T-double-E. Creations. I've just changed it as of yesterday, thanks to myself. And Paratee, I'm an artist, so I have two Facebooks. I'm actually just
And on YouTube as well, no?
YouTube and also on Facebook. So
And also what I used to do, they get them to send some CDs into the station and get it marked to what's your show called again?
it's intro to Paratee show, and
Intro to Paratee.
And where the intro comes in from, Paul's business is intro to outro, so he does video work as well.
Yeah, the 3D stuff. Paul's very good at the 3D stuff.
Virtual reality at the moment.
Virtual reality, very good. But yeah, so send your CDs into Paratee.
Intro to Paratee
or
show.
just put Paul, the two Pauls, they'll know who it
Paul
is.
squared, yeah.
And you get the CDs off there, and then what you do, have a listen through, and then give them a contact, so you can contact them and then see if they want to come on the show. That's the best way, and before you know it, you'll have too many artists.
Beautiful.
So
That's what we want.
Thanks for the tip, mate.
No worries.
Fantastic. It'd be great to have all
Anytime
listeners, the
I can
artists
help.
in here. And we've just just been in contact with Prue. So I lost the name. Yeah, it's not Prue. It's Gal. Tiffany. I know I got Prue.
It's like I didn't
Tiffany.
even get the message, and I know who it was.
Yeah. So Tiffany may come on the show in the next 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully.
Great
So,
rock chick.
Yeah.
She's just got a new song out as well.
amazing voice as well.
Yeah, absolutely amazing girl.
I met Tiffany
And what a
as well.
powerhouse. And she actually, last time she caught the train down. You know, that's someone who's got dedication.
Yeah.
Caught the train, come down, caught the train home to the Central Coast.
Wow.
You know, so that means that's someone who's got some real passion and dedication for
Look forward to it.
Look forward to having Tiffany on the show, and thanks so much for being on the show tonight, Mick.
Anytime for us.
Love you.
Give us a call.
Yes, he fell down, felt like a clown in a circus. The fall designed for you to show the world.